ACD is designed to allow calls to hold until the party becomes available, like a reservation center, only friendlier. Most people think of ACD as something only big companies need, but that isn't true. A small number of employees can be put into the same group. You can even have a group consisting of just one employee. A great example of this is maybe a single person who's responsible for scheduling appointments. All calls get routed to that one employee in a controlled manner. The way it works is pretty simple. The system answers the call, plays a welcome greeting, and distributes the oldest call to the phone that has been idle the longest period of time. If all the employees assigned to answer the calls are busy, the system places the call in queue and waits for the next available person. The system even plays the caller a unique prompt while she is holding. This way, the longest holding caller is always presented to the first available agent. The way the ESI system does ACD has several really unique capabilities that clearly separate it from other systems. But let's cover the basics first, so you understand how ACD works. Okay?
This is the feature I'm most interested in.
Okay, Karen. See the login key on your phone? Please press that key and watch how that display changes. It shows the queue and the number of calls waiting, which happens to be 0. Next, press the call key to simulate an incoming call on that phone. When the phone rings, answer the call by pressing the speaker key. Now, please press the call key again 3 times slowly to simulate 3 more calls. In about 2 seconds, you'll hear a beep tone. Notice that the display has updated to show 3 calls in queue, and the wait timer shows the waiting time of the longest holding call. Now, Jack, would you also press the login key on your phone? As soon as your login is complete, the system will complete a call to your phone. To answer the call, press the speaker key or lift the handset. Now both displays are updated to show 2 calls in queue and the wait time of the longest caller. Now let's move on to the next thing ESI can do with ACD. Karen, please press the release key to hang up the call. When the system rings your phone with the next call in the queue, please ignore the call. The phone will ring several times, placing the caller back in queue, and then automatically log your station out of queue. Karen, do you see that now the login key is flashing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, press that key again, and the system will tell you again for itself.
You were automatically logged out of the ACD department group because the last call presented to your phone was unanswered by your station.
The ESI system has logged you out automatically and told you why it did. That's to prevent calls from continuing to ring a station where there's no one to answer. It's a good example of how the ESI system can control calls to groups of employees, even when you don't have full-time dedicated call center agents.
I'm impressed.
Now, Karen, please press the login key again. You're logged in again and will begin to receive calls. The next call in queue will now be presented to your station. Karen, answer the call please, and I'll tell you about another way ESI makes it easy to use ACD, the wrap key. The wrap key is an important feature when you're in a group and you need time between calls. It allows a fixed amount of time for you to complete or wrap up any paperwork before you automatically receive the next call. If you press the wrap key before you hang up, your phone will not ring until you either select the wrap key a second time or the timer expires. Okay, Karen, hang up the call you're on. Now take the last call in queue and then hang up on it too, so I can demonstrate one more ACD related feature. One of the biggest issues in smaller call centers is that not all employees are dedicated to a distribution group where they're constantly receiving calls. It won't help you to have calls sent to a group if no one's logged in to take the calls. Do you agree with that, Jack?
Obviously.
Well, ESI has designed a feature to minimize this. Jack, please log out. Now, Karen, you log out too. Listen to the warning prompt.
You are the last agent to log off from this ACD department group. There will be no agents available to answer calls directed to this group.
This notifies you that you're the last agent, meaning no one will be available to take calls. And remember, all these features are available to any group of employees, no matter how small the group may be. Can you see how ACD can benefit your company?